Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Qashqai video. This is a continuation of the guide for your sat-nav unit. The part 1, if you wanted to watch that, is I'll put a link at the top of this video just now. This is going to be part 2. So part 1 was all about the map, part 2 is going to be about the navigation side of things. So we'll run through all of the different inputs and stuff like that. So at any point you want to navigate, you just need to press on the nav button. And this is the menu you'll get up. So we'll go through each one individually and sort of the side notes for each one as well for you. So we'll start with the top one, new address. That's pretty obvious. So if you want to go anywhere, just press your navigation button, new address, and this is the options you'll get. The top one, you can just stick the postcode straight in there and it will take you to the sort of center of that postcode. So obviously be wary, some postcodes are quite a big area. So it's probably better to do this way, which is to put where you're going. So I live in Nottingham. I've put Mansfield Road because it's one of the main roads in Nottingham. And then you can actually, once you've put, so each bit opens as you put the previous one in. So once you put Nottingham in, this box will open here. Once you put Mansfield Road in, this box opens here. And you can actually put a house number. You can either type it if there's loads, or if it's already, if there's only a few, excuse the focusing. If there's only a few, you can just tap on that one. And there we go. From there you can either just press OK and it will just start navigating straight away, or if you want to double check where it is you're going, you can press map. Also from this screen you can press save and give it a name, and that will save it into your address book, which we'll go into later. So I'm just going to leave this menu and go back. So yeah, so that's showing us exactly where it's going to take us to, number 9 Mansfield Road. You can scroll around the map to see the area by tapping once and then moving your finger. It's a little bit laggy, it's not the most quickest system, it has to be said. This is a Connect 3 system. So yeah, you can do that. If you say no, that actually you want, for example, that junction there, you can press move and then tap on where you want to go and it will put the flag there, and then press OK and it will then navigate you to there. So I'm going to press start so I can use this as an example. Pressing start, it will calculate whichever route setting you've got, whether you've got fastest, eco or shortest. So going on from that, so I'll go back onto nav. The next option, previous destinations, is pretty obvious. Any ones that you've been to will appear in this list in order, so the most recent will be at the top. So obviously I just put Mansfield Road in, it's at the top. You can go onto that, press OK and go there, or save. Again, we'll put it into the phone book, I think it's called. Address book even, and then you can delete it from your previous as if you wanted to. Next up, we've got the points of interest. Now that's quite a sort of a big menu, so we'll go through these bit by bit. So we've got, when you aren't navigating, this one, quick stop POIs and POI around destination will not be available. They only appear when you've got a destination programmed in. So if we go nearby parking, that is pretty much what it says on the tin. It will look for the nearest parking to where you are right now. So if you just need to find somewhere to park, perhaps you're in a new city, you don't know the parking areas, tap that, it will give you all the different places, tap on which one you want to go to, and it'll even give you the details like a phone number. So if you were unsure and you needed to maybe pre-book it or something like that, phone number's there. If you've got your Bluetooth connected, you can even press call and it will ring up that number straight from this menu, which is really useful. You also get like a page button here in case there's any extra bits underneath, so just telling you it's in Great Britain, obviously. So that's the parking one. So we'll go down. So the next one is points of interest, current location. So that's obviously right where we are now. If say you are looking for something you know the name of, so let's go with Nottingham Castle. Let's try that. So if I type in Castle, okay, there we go. So we've got, that's obviously perhaps a bar called Castle, but then we've got Nottingham Castle car park, Castle bookshop, there's the castle itself. So that's, perhaps you're looking for a certain thing, you know the name of it, you know, perhaps if you want like Alton Towers or a well-known destination, you can type that in there. If you're looking more general, you want to select by category. So when you click on that, you get all of the different categories. So you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. Let's say we are looking for I don't know, a garage because you've got a problem with your car. You can click on automotive, you've got dealerships, motorcycles, or petrol station. And then if you want a specific petrol station, because you know that Asda are always cheapest, for example, tap on Asda, it will find all your nearest Asda petrol stations. You know, same for all the main brands on here: Jet, Sainsbury's, Shell, Tesco, etc. Tap on the one you want. So they're all the same. I'm not going to go through each one, but you know, each one's got its own thing. So emergency will obviously show you nearest hospitals, medical services and police stations, etc, etc. So that's quite useful for your location. So going from that, you can also search in another city. So let's say, you know, like me, I'm currently in Nottingham, and let's say I'm travelling to, let's just go general and say Liverpool. So we can go onto here, type in, there's only one L in Liverpool now. Just to point out, if you do make a mistake, you can press delete, or you can press back to delete as well. So if I go L-I-V-E, it'll probably about understand where I'm going in a second. There we go, Liverpool. So it does the same thing as that previous menu I've shown you, but now this is in Liverpool. So it will show me, let's see if there's any Asda petrol stations in Liverpool. There we go. Obviously they're a lot further away because this is now in Liverpool. So again, if you are, you know where you're going roughly. Let's say, you know, you're going to London, and you specifically want to go to Wembley Stadium. You could put London in it, and then you could go on to, I think you'd probably find football stadiums under leisure, I would have thought, or maybe public places. Yeah, something like that. And then you could go there. So it's quite useful, rather than having to search online for the postcode or the exact address. That's quite a useful system as well. So let's keep going back until we're back onto that nav menu, which actually I could do quickly by pressing nav, couldn't I? Right, so going up, nearby petrol stations, again, self-explanatory. It will find your nearest petrol station. So if you're desperate, you can tap on that, and the top one will be your nearest one. Obviously the arrow indicates where it is relative to you. So if you are travelling perhaps on the motorway, you don't want to be going to a petrol station that's behind you, because you have to come off the motorway, come back on yourself, etc. So keep that in mind with those arrows. So yeah, these two here will not be available unless you've got a destination in. So I've put that Mansfield Road destination in, so they've appeared. So all they are is quick stop POIs. So they're the same as what we've just gone through, but they're en route. So if I want a petrol station en route, it will show me them. So if I go on the very top one and then map, it shows it should be nearby. Basically, it's kind of the same as being, you know, looking for ones nearby, but it's a bit more direct, if that makes sense. And the other one is POI around destination. Again, it's pretty much the same thing. Don't really know why they're there, but the quick stop I think is more, you're not going into like automotive and then petrol station. The petrol station is there straight away. So the more things that you might need whilst you're out and about. And POI around destination is the more general thing. So that's it for the points of interest. Cancel route obviously does what it says on the tin. That will cancel your current navigation route that you've got programmed into it. Previous destinations, I've shown you. I think I've been across, haven't I? Home, I'm not going to press on it because then you'll see where I live, but you can tap on that. In fact, I'll tap on it and I'll blur it out in the post-processing. So this is the screen you'll get. Obviously you can't see my address now. If you moved house or you've just bought the car and you need to change it to your address, you just need to press on change and then change all this here to your home address. Just a point, I highly recommend not putting in your house number, or maybe even putting a street next to your house in case your car's stolen and they've got your keys. Obviously then they've got a key to your house, and all they need to do is use this screen to find out where you live and go and burgle your house. Just a point there. So it's worth having, like I say, maybe the street next to your street or near your area, so you know that it will get to you to nearly home. You can go the rest of the way yourself. So that's that. So then next page, you've got address book, which I've told you about. I'm not going to click on that because that's personal stuff, but once you've found your address in the navigation options, you just click save, give it a name, and it will go into that address book. Intersection, I've never really got my head around. It seems to be exactly the same as a new destination. Excuse me, just bang the camera. I think you can go onto it and you could maybe, you go on intersection, but I don't know, maybe if it's to use with motorways. I'm sorry I can't give any more information about it. I've never used it. My points of interest, you can put your own points of interest in via a USB stick by putting a folder onto a USB stick called My POI, and then you can put the, I believe it's the longitude and latitude of places. It's a really complicated way of doing something that you can do yourself by putting the details into a new destination this way I've just shown you. I don't know why you want to do that. The My POI warnings is my speed camera updates, which if you want to check another video, which I'll put a link just here for, that will show you how to update your speed cameras. And then finally, previous page, and that's it. It'll take you back to the previous page. So that's it for the navigation stuff. Any questions you've got, just give me a shout. Hopefully this has been quite helpful for you. And yeah, so if you could like and subscribe the video to me on the video, that would be really helpful, and I will see you in the next one.